Hello and welcome. You're listening to a Davenham Players podcast. May and June 2020 were all set to bring two ambitious productions to Davenham Theatre. A night of radio plays and sketches and a night of new writing as part of the Northwich Lit Fest. Like many things across the world during 2020, these two events had to be postponed until further notice. But the group from the radio production continued to meet most weeks online, and the monthly writers group continued to develop their new writing. The two groups decided to combine their efforts and produce their very own podcast of original material, or so they hoped, having never done anything like this before. So, for the last 6 months, the group nicknamed themselves Davenham Radio Players. We're very proud to present Davenham Radio Players live from lockdown. There are 4 episodes in the series, all of which can be enjoyed individually in any order you like. Every word spoken has been written and performed by members of Davenham Players. For those who are regular to our theatre, you have no idea how good it is to have you back. And to those who are new to us, it's great to meet you. We did it, and now it's time to share it with you. We hope you all enjoy yourselves.
Hey, how rad is this? Being here in the dark, like in the middle of the night.
It's a bit hard to see, but don't put any main lights on. We don't want to get caught by nosy neighbours.
Oh, like the Rozzers. So, what's the plan like, Rich?
Well, there's loads of tapes and stuff in here. You know, 'cause I help my mum with the sound effects and music, so I know.
Oh, yeah, like tapes. Right. So, what like? Ghost stories?
Don't be such a noob, Josh. I mean, really funny and, bit different. There's this cupboard, with all tapes in.
You mean this? Oh, where? What's a troglodyte?
Having trouble with your words, mate? Look, why don't you just play it, Josh? You might learn something.
All right, clever Dick.
Troglodyte, written by Denise Barry, performed by Bernie Bebbington.
Can't you give me some notice when you're going to pop back? The last time was in the middle of my lady's book club. Stood there wearing a horned helmet. I'm not sure they were altogether convinced about you being in a Viking reenactment society. They must think we've got some kinky fetish thing going on. Dressing up. I never know how long you'll be gone. I can't keep making things up. You're hardly Doctor Who, saving the planet and all that. Don't forget, if you end up in the 60s, take a trip to Liverpool and get those Beatles autographs. All 4 of them. I'd make a fortune now. Those were the days. Miniskirts, flared trousers and bobbed hair. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. I notice you've made a lot of 60s visits lately. Probably revisiting gyrating Janice with the loopy earrings and psychedelic hot pants. Oh yes, I remember you telling me about her propositioning you on the sprung dance floor at Wigan Casino. You never could get the hang of Northern Soul. Leaning on the bar with your fingers around a glass of mild was more your style. You dropped in once on the construction of the Great Wall in China in 7th century BC. I said, "That must have taken you a long time." I remember he'd popped out for a paper and I didn't see him for 2 days. He said, "It's the only human-built construction able to be seen from orbit, you know." "Fancy," I said. Another time, he padded in the house in bare feet and covered in a rug. Said he'd been with a tribe of Bedouins and actually goat meat is quite tasty. I must admit, the Persian rug does look good in front of the log burner. I'd like to visit some far-off exotic place, like the sort he dreams up. Walking along a white sandy beach with crystal clear sea and a colourful fruity cocktail in my hand, and lounging under palm trees with a waiter at my beck and call. No need to lift a finger. He keeps telling me all these stories he's dreamed up. A load of baloney. But I just play along. I did see somebody once about these fantasies. A doctor. He just said, if it keeps him happy, then don't worry, leave him be. Otherwise, there's a possibility you could push him into entering the mind of a troglodyte. I said, "A what? What's one of them when they're at home?" He said, "It's a person who lives completely and totally in their own world." And I said, "Well, I think he's there already," and walked out. Lots of people dress up and fantasise about otherworldly things, and let's face it could be worse. Katrina's husband ran off with a cross-dresser, so she took up mindfulness and does talks now at local WIs. My life with a closet transsexual. I bet that keeps the back row from nodding off during the slideshow. Well, this won't do. I need to get some washing on and ring my time-travelling husband and ask him what time he'll be home for his tea and if he knows anything about this lottery ticket I've found in his trouser pocket with 2 plane tickets to Barbados.
Now let me see. Hey, Josh. Do you know what that word, nostalgia, means?
Is that when your face aches?
I'll make your face ache in a minute, you dingbat. No, it's when... Oh, never mind, listen to this.
Another Country. Written by Jackie Buckley. Performed by Pam Lowndes.
I remember sweet fizzy cola cubes tingling on my tongue, sandpapering the roof of my mouth. I remember playground games, hordes of us careering around, shouting joyfully, "British Bulldog, 1, 2, 3. I remember us French skipping and doing handstands, careful not to show everyone our knickers. I remember Tuesday lunchtimes on the school field, excitedly listening to the latest top 20 chart, a tiny transistor radio clamped to my ear. I remember the clamouring, chattering commotion as we clambered aboard the coach to go swimming. I remember soaking wet hair, drip, drip, dripping onto a classroom floor. I remember the fairy-like fragments of chalk dust floating away in the sunlight, escaping from the blackboard rubber. I remember my stricken 11-year-old self witnessing the lovingly crafted Valentine's card brutally ripped into 1,000 confetti-like pieces before me. I remember lying, gazing up at a cloudless sky, wishing I was on that aeroplane flying off to anywhere but here. I remember the clanging of the handbell from a top floor window. Break time was over. I remember sweet fizzy cola cubes tingling on my tongue. Oh yeah, it's that feeling of how things used to be. Sounds a little bit sad.
Don't go all soppy on me, mate. What else is there? Oh, there should be a laugh. Bit of sci-fi.
Planet Zargon. Written by Paulette Anderson. Performed by Catherine Lamb and Pete Lowndes.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Barbara. And where are we off to today, Barbara?
Well, Johnny, that's a very good question. Today, we are off to the planet Zargon.
Gosh, the planet Zargon? How jolly exciting. I don't think I've heard of that. Can you tell us about it, Barbara? I expect all our young people are simply itching to hear about it.
Yes, I do hope so. Well, Johnny, before we climb aboard the spaceship, we have to prepare, don't we? So, boys and girls, pull on your spacesuits and make sure your helmet is on straight. Oh, Johnny, yours is all askew. Oh, that's better. He is a silly Billy, isn't he, boys and girls?
I'm ready now, Barbara. Do I look smart in my spacesuit? It's all buttons and bows. Oh, I think I know a song about that.
Not now, Johnny. Climb aboard, boys and girls. Watch the steps and into your seats. Tighten your seatbelts. And off we go. Look out of the window, boys and girls. Can you see all the stars we are zooming past? And look, ahead is the planet Zargon. It is all colours of the rainbow. Red and yellow and pink and green.
Oh, I think we know a song about that.
Not now, Johnny. We're about to land. Hold on to your hats. I mean helmets. Johnny is opening the spacecraft door. Gosh, I think that needs a bit of oiling. Now Johnny is stepping out. And what does he find, do you think?
Shall I tell you?
Not just now, Johnny. Let the boys and girls guess first. Close your eyes and imagine what Johnny can see. Not you, Johnny. You need to keep your eyes peeled in case you miss something.
Eyes peeled, looking about. Gosh, it is strange. All the grass is pink, and the trees are blue, and wow, that's a big one.
Oh dear, boys and girls. Johnny has fallen down a hole and he can't get up. Shall we help him? Well, I think we ought. Golly, there is a little creature pushing Johnny out of the hole. It has blue hair and long wavy arms and little furry legs. It does look a bit cross with Johnny.
I think we should go back home, Barbara. I'm covered in pink dust, and this creature's looking a bit fierce.
Well, Johnny, I think the boys and girls would like to know a bit more about these creatures. Wouldn't you, boys and girls? I think that one is trying to tell you something, Johnny. Can you tell what it is?
I think it's telling me to go back home, Barbara. It's showing its teeth, which are rather large, and it's waving those long arms and...
Oh dear, boys and girls. Johnny has run back to the spaceship and shut the door. He's not very brave, is he? Very well, Johnny. But perhaps we can come back next week and find out more about the planet Zargon.
Good idea, Barbara. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Until next week. Can I sing my song now, Barbara?
Not now, Johnny.
That was so sick. Yeah. Josh, mate, we better go. It's late. We can always come back tomorrow night.
All right, I suppose so. Before my mum catches me. Come on then.
You have been listening to Davenham Radio Players, live from lockdown, Episode 1, written and recorded by members of Davenham Players. The 4-episode series is a collaboration with and inspired by Davenham Theatre's Writers Group, who meet with Flick on the second or third Thursday of each month. This project was produced by me, Tom Barry. I would like to thank Dee for her production support, Maggie for her marketing expertise, Flick for her practical and technical guidance, David for the music interludes, and to the cast for their incredible wealth of creativity, bravery, and patience, mainly with me, and technology. And thank you to you for listening. For now, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from them. Take care.